Hello, friends. Atunde story here. I bet some of you are saying, "Girl, where have you been? I've been looking for you." Well, I'm here, and I just wanted to share a little bit about where I have been. So let's get started. Um, I'm sitting here in a new place. The cafe is still on and popping, but I wanted to get into another space in my home that I call my living sanctuary because I think that being mentally, spiritually, emotionally in a new place, I also wanted to share a new space with you, which is the living embodiment of what I believe is being sanctuary, being the haven, being the ultimate space of peace for me. And in my home, it's the living sanctuary where we are today. So I'm just cuddled up, cozied up with a blanket. I have one of my dogs here. And I just wanted to share with you where I've been and where I'm going. Okay. Um, Over the past few months, I had gotten into a place where I was moving and doing and going and pushing without fully understanding why I was doing what I was doing. I had a desire to do the channel, of course, and to put these things into the universe and to make sure that I was doing good and to make sure that I was stepping up to the parts that I believed that I was supposed to be doing to share in the collective healing of our planet, of our people, of you, of anyone that will possibly come across one of my videos. But I had to step back because I had gotten into a place where I was trying to do two things that were not aligned. And what I mean by, remember I talk about attunement and alignment in one of my videos, I was aligning myself with things, people, and I was not, those people and things were not attuned with me, my purpose, and where I was going. So over the past few months in my absence, I was doing those things, but also shedding those things because I had to become first partaker in my own healing. And remember, I said early on, there's no lesson that I share with you that I have not been first partaker in. So here's part of the lesson for me. I was actually dating someone, and uh, I was really excited about it because I have a history of being single for very long spans of time. And I'm okay with being single because my singleness has allowed me to have a great love for me and who I am and to know me, to actually know what I like and what I don't like. So, this last iteration of dating for me had become what I thought in my mind the closest thing to actually someone being attuned and aligned with me in my current state. But there was some deception. There was some learning that I had to do, even in that moment. And what I mean is that in the process of dating this person, I had started to disappear. I had started to become small. I had started to accommodate this person for the sake of being in a relationship with this person. And I remember speaking that I'm okay with that. I can do that. I'm okay with that. And what Spirit had done was bring those things back to me to show me something. And ultimately, the lesson was that the more I accommodate for something or someone else, the less I get to show up full and whole and on purpose. And I'll explain what on purpose means in a minute. But what I had learned is that what I was doing was lessening the attunement and alignment with accommodation, and what accommodation did for me. And accommodating for me was, I don't like this, but if you're doing it, I can support you in doing it. For some of us, that's okay. But for me, what I found was that in accommodating someone else's likes, desires, feelings, emotions, those things that intentionally went against what I was attuned with and aligned with in my own body, in my own spiritual practices, in my own emotions, it caused me to disappear. And what bothered me the most is that the person was okay with that. So ultimately, I choose me. And in those moments that I choose me, it was a war going on. It was really like, how dare you? How dare you? Not for the sake of us, but for the sake of you, choose you. How could you not choose us? And I'm here to share with you is that you're out of order in any situation when you don't choose you. When you do not choose what is best for what you know in the moment is who you are, what your purpose is, and what the plan and destiny is from spirit has been spoken to you, and you are accommodating someone else's foolishness, someone else's selfishness, someone else's desire for the sake of a union, whether that's a friendship, that's my best friend, a relationship, even if a parent-child relationship, you're out of order because your attunement and alignment is with ease. And any relationship that comes to you is a lesson. But the lesson is to make sure that it is balanced and that it is attuned and aligned with you and your purpose. Because at this point and at this stage and in our lives, friends, I think that it is vital. It is crucial for us to be on purpose. Now, the second thing that Atunde's been doing is doing her healing work, friends. I don't know if you can tell, but I recently, last week, I was in a state of physical illness. And I am not a person to get sick. But when I do, it is not pretty. Because what I was doing was, there again, accommodating and making room for things and people, even though I love them. I'm a school teacher. My kids, my babies, I was stretching myself, friends. I was putting myself on a back burner in love, in fear that if I didn't do it, my kids wouldn't have. If I didn't do it, if I wasn't showing up, things will fall apart. If I was not there every time the doors open, or if I was not making the extra moves or extra sacrifice, that, something would fall apart. And what I was doing was, first off, not listening to spirit. Second of all, acting like a superhero. It had come back. because I felt like I was the glue, when in all actuality and purpose, spirit is the glue. And sometimes it needs to fall apart. It needs to break away. We need to let go. So what was happening, first of all, spirit had started letting me know spiritually and emotionally, hey, you're not paying attention. You're out of order. You are doing things that you personally are not accountable for. Then my body started breaking down. Because for me, spirit will give me a gentle nudge, and then those things move into the physical realm for me. So about 2 weeks, about a week and a half ago, I was not well. I had started with, I have sinus issues, and my body was really, I couldn't breathe. My breathing has started to become labored. And those are indicators for me that I am not well, because I am not seeing to myself. And part of me in my sickness, because I had to sit down, I had to slow down, I had to literally stop because I was in the bed. But being in the bed, I got to rest. But I also got to reflect. And in my reflection, I had gotten into this place of fear that, you know, like I said, I was being a superhero with my kids, but I was also looking for a superhero. Because a little part of me was still seeking to be saved in some way. Because I was tired. As a Black woman, I was tired. As a single Black woman, I was tired. And a part of me had risen up and felt like I had deserved to be saved. I had deserved to be swept off my feet. I had deserved to be all of those things that are around a princess narrative of all things. And I thought I had gotten rid of those thoughts and feelings, because as a little girl, hey, we all watched Disney Princess. We all wanted to be Tiana. We all wanted to be Snow White and whoever you named, right? Because her story always has two strong elements that I realized. She got her man, and she got her happy ending. And for me, I wanted that. And this is a vulnerable moment for me. I wanted somebody to come in and take over. I wanted somebody to come in. I was tired of putting the trash out, tired of paying all the bills, tired of getting my oil changed. And I had started doing that with the person that I was dating because I was tired. But I had set myself up. I was not looking in my blind spot. And